In the sun-drenched hills of Tuscany, where ancient roads snake through cypress-lined landscapes, a war of philosophies is being waged. This isn't a battle of armies, but of icons, a clash born from the fiery ambitions of two men, Enzo Ferrari and Ferruccio Lamborghini. They were titans who understood that a car could be more than mere transportation. It could be an object of pure, unadulterated lust. Today, their legacies manifest in two incredible machines. In the scarlet corner, the Ferrari F430, a car pulsing with the DNA of Formula One dominance, its V8 a symphony of racing passion. And in the opposing corner, the Lamborghini Gallardo, a chiseled, aggressive bull, packing a ferocious V10 and the disruptive spirit of its founder. This is more than a comparison. It's a search for the soul of the Italian supercar. Which machine carries the truer flame of its creator? Which one ignites a fever in the driver's heart? A legacy of lust and rivalry, Enzo Ferrari and Ferruccio Lamborghini. Two names etched into the very soul of automotive desire. They were men driven by ego, genius, and an unrelenting pursuit of performance. They cared little for focus groups or practicality. Their currency was passion, their language was horsepower, and their battleground was the open road. Enzo, the formidable Il Commendatore, built road cars to fund his all-consuming obsession with racing. Ferruccio, the successful industrialist, famously started building cars out of spite after being dismissed by Enzo himself. This foundational rivalry created the blueprint for the Italian supercar as we know it, beautiful, impossibly fast, and utterly seductive. Today, the companies they founded are global powerhouses, but the commodity they trade in remains the same. Lust, the question is, in an age of corporate oversight and shared platforms, can that original fiery passion still exist? To find out, we brought their modern-day avatars to the heart of Mille Miglia territory. In one corner, the Lamborghini Gallardo, the Sant'Agata bull that redefined the entry-level exotic. In the other, the Ferrari F430, Maranello's response dripping with Formula One technology. This is not just a comparison, it's an examination of heritage, a test of soul. The bull in the ring, Lamborghini Gallardo. The arrival of the Gallardo was a seismic event. For years, Lamborghini's focus was on its V12 flagships, leaving Ferrari to dominate the V8 space. But under the new stabilizing ownership of Audi, Lamborghini was reborn with a clean sheet of paper. The Gallardo was the stunning result. Its design was pure, aggressive origami, sharp, angular, and undeniably modern. It was a visual punch. That made its rival, the curvaceous Ferrari 360 Modena, look almost dated overnight. Beneath the edgy aluminum skin lay a 5.0-liter, 90-degree V10 engine, a power plant that delivered a staggering 493 horsepower with a soundtrack unlike anything else on the road, a high-tech turbine-like whale. Mated to a sophisticated all-wheel drive system, the Gallardo was designed to be a usable supercar, one that wouldn't bite the hand of an inexperienced driver. The cabin was a revelation, featuring Audi's meticulous build quality and switchgear. Finally, a Lamborghini with dual-zone climate control that actually worked. It was and is the most well-mannered and highest-quality Lamborghini ever produced up to that point, a car that found an immediate and adoring audience. Our test car came equipped with the 6-speed E-Gear, an automated manual transmission operated by paddle shifters, promising lightning-fast changes at the flick of a finger. The Prancing Horse's Evolution. Ferrari F430. Ferrari insists the F430 was not a direct response to the Gallardo, its design having been finalized long before the Lambo's debut. Instead, the F430 is presented as the natural, aggressive evolution of the beloved 360 Modena. While the central architecture is familiar, the car is a ground-up rethinking of the V8 Berlinetta. The engine is the star, an all-new 4.3-liter flat-plane crank V8. It discards the 360's 5-valve per-cylinder design for a more conventional 4-valve setup, but adds a suite of modern technologies like variable valve timing and a variable length intake to produce a colossal 483 horsepower, a stunning 23% increase over the Modena. More than just raw power, the F430 is a showcase of technology transferred directly from Ferrari's dominant Formula One program. This isn't just marketing fluff. The steering wheel is home to the Manettino, a rotary dial allowing the driver to instantly adjust the car's electronic brain, altering throttle response, suspension stiffness, and the intervention of the revolutionary E-diff. This electronic differential can distribute torque between the rear wheels with surgical precision, a feat previously reserved for Michael Schumacher's race car. Our tester was fitted with the optional eye-wateringly expensive $15,000 carbon ceramic brakes, another direct F1 hand-me-down. The result is a machine that is not just faster, but smarter and more adaptable than its predecessor in every conceivable way. The drive, a duel in Tuscany. Thumb the red starter button on the F430's wheel, and the engine erupts with a deep, guttural bark, a richer and more menacing sound than the higher-pitched shriek of the 360. The increased torque is immediately apparent. Where the Modena needed revs to come alive, the F430 pulls hard from anywhere in the power band, its V8 wailing with a ferocious intensity all the way to its 8,500 RPM redline. Ferrari's F1 paddle shift gearbox, once a bit clunky, has been perfected. In automatic mode, it's smooth and docile. But pull the right paddle at full throttle, and it slams home the next gear with the brutal finality of a rifle bolt. Cutting through the twisting passes of the Apennine Mountains, the F430 feels impossibly light and agile. It changes direction. With the immediacy of a thought, its steering light yet telepathically connected to the front wheels. The Manettino is a revelation. In sport mode, the car is thrillingly neutral, allowing a touch of power on oversteer before the E-diff subtly reins you in. Switch to race, and the leash loosens further. Turn everything off, and you're left with a machine that will dance as wildly as your right foot and courage allow. There is simply no body roll, no dive under braking, just pure, uncompromised connection. Jumping into the Gallardo is like entering another world. The V10 whirs to life with its own unique, intoxicating song. The cabin feels more substantial, more GT-like. On these same roads, the Lamborghini is an absolute rock. Its all-wheel drive system provides immense, confidence-inspiring grip. It corners flatly and predictably, but you have to be a true hooligan to unstick the rear end. The steering is heavier than the Ferraris, and while communicative, the chassis doesn't have the same hyper-reactive, lightweight feel. It feels like the more substantial, more planted car, which it is. The Gallardo is undeniably the more comfortable Grand Tourer. It's quieter on the move, and its ride is more supple than the F430's predecessor, the Modena. However, Ferrari has worked magic on the F430's suspension. Despite moving to larger 19-inch wheels, it feels both more rigidly constructed and more compliant over bumps than the 360, erasing the GT comfort advantage the Lamborghini once held. Both cars have phenomenal brakes, but the F430's carbon ceramics offer a slight edge in initial bite and modulation. A difference in character. These are two of the most desirable cars on the planet, but their personalities are worlds apart. The Lamborghini is a piece of mobile sculpture. Its aesthetic is pure exoticism, an angular, futuristic shape that stops traffic and draws crowds. It is the very definition of a supercar in the modern era, backed by impeccable build quality. Yet, its driving character is surprisingly conservative. It is a high-speed Grand Tourer, cloaked in the body of a hard-edged sports car. It is secure, predictable, and devastatingly fast, but it feels heavier, less athletic, and ultimately lacks the Ferrari's radiant, manic eagerness to play. The F430 builds on the brilliance of the Modena and elevates it. It is faster, sharper, and more technologically advanced, yet it is also more refined and polished. The real magic is how it channels the soul of Ferrari's racing heritage. The Manettino isn't a gimmick, it's a tangible link to the track, allowing you to feel the car's personality shift and sharpen at your command. You feel a visceral connection to the screaming red cars of Formula One, to the singular passion for victory that has always driven Maranello. The F430 isn't just a car, it's an experience that burns with an intensity the cooler, more composed Gallardo cannot match. In the fading Tuscan light with the scent of high-octane fuel hanging in the air, the verdict becomes a matter of the heart, not the head. The Lamborghini Gallardo is a monumental achievement, a supercar of stunning beauty, immense power, and surprising civility. It's the bull tamed, a masterpiece of modern engineering that delivers exotic thrills without the traditional compromises. Yet for all its brilliance, it feels like a calculated conquest. The Ferrari F430, however, is a different animal entirely. It is raw, unfiltered passion forged in the crucible of motorsport. Every gear change, every soaring rev, every telepathic turn-in connects you directly to a lineage of racing royalty. It doesn't just perform, it communicates, it lives, it burns with the fiery, uncompromising spirit of Enzo himself. The Gallardo commands respect and admiration, but the F430 captures your soul. It is lust made manifest, a rolling testament to the idea that true passion can never be synthesized.